shit out. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to my sponsor, Live Hip Hop Daily, Atlanta. Pretty sure this is gonna be like big news in Atlanta. Damn. I've spoken about this type shit recently on my platform. This is something that is affecting the whole world. But y'all come in, let's chat right quick. Subscribe to the channel as y'all get in here. He said expires is crazy. Gotta be careful about your wording, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notification when I'm on. Make sure y'all go check out my live stream before this. What does the title say? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody coming into the chat. I know some of y'all probably still at work, some just getting out of school. It's 3 p.m. James, peace. Share this to your social media platforms. And we got to talk about it. Tell you what up. Somebody was telling me last night I need more moderators. No, I like my moderators. You gotta have a little time in here to get that wrench. I don't just be passing out them wrenches. Boom, boom. I wonder if he was set to testify. Lamar, what's up, family? It's funny that you said that because it's a viral video clip that's going around right now from YSL Woody. He was asked about shooting up Rich Homie Quan's, I think his father's barbershop or something like that, on the stand yesterday. And when they asked YSL Woody, he turned around and asked the same question to Young Thug, who was sitting at the prosecutor's table. He said, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was just yesterday. Crazy. Shit moving very, very fast, man. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Man. What the hell is going on? We've spoken about this many a times on this platform. Just a couple of weeks ago, I told y'all how many people in my personal life have lost their lives in, recent times due to the drug addiction. This ain't the time to be rolling the dice, man. People losing for real. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. All right. Good afternoon. Said he was only 34. That's kind of like the demographic that this is affected by this. People from all types of races, but the demographic that speak about this type of shit in their music, these are the people who we need to be most concerned about. People who listen to this music, people who produce this types of music, people that walk around with these styrofoam cups. Just got to be careful what you put out into the atmosphere. I'm trying to see if I can pull this up right here. Doing drugs used to be frowned upon in rap music. It's still frowned upon. Still frowned upon. Make no mistake about it. It still ain't cool. We ain't with it. We ain't with it. It's something that everybody need to start speaking out about, especially the ones who promoted it. Quilly Mills had a lot of content, a lot of songs talking about, you know, he was like the perk king and all this crazy shit. This ain't the only you know, cocaine. People would sniff cocaine and shit like that. That's not the only vehicle that's being used to pollute the community with fentanyl. It's in the Percocets too. It's in different pills. People making pills at home, don't got any background in pharmaceuticals and shit, putting that shit into the streets. And then you got people who knowingly sell this shit to their friends and shit. Shit got to stop, or it's gonna be more deaths. Straight like that. Leave that fin alone. Wu-Tang was talking about lace blunts in the 90s. Nothing is new under the sun. Oh, he blamed it on the Wu. Damn it. Blamed it on the Wu. Let's leave the Wu out of this one. Will you? There was a certain time when certain drugs was glorified during in film. In film, Scarface, probably King of New York. Man. And it still has the story up of Rich Young Thug laughs off Rich Homie Quan question from YSL Woody during the YSL trial in Atlanta. That trial is probably gonna end in a mistrial, but I'm on sourcemagazine.com. What's the source.com? It doesn't say Source Magazine. And the story in front of me says Rich Homie Quan has reportedly passed away. The news poured online, and fans and friends are reacting to the news. A prior news clip that I seen online, it says something about drug addiction. This one does not. So I don't want to jump to no conclusions, but I'm told that allegedly this is from drug addiction. If you kind of pay attention to Rich Homie Quan's career, something wasn't adding up. Something wasn't adding up. Rich Homie Quan, to my recollection, became a star before Lucci, and I think Young Thug as well. I think he was the breakout one out of the three. I could be wrong, but I had a store at the time when he first came out, and I remember him being the one. He was like the shit. He had the what was that song? Right Away. He said, yeah. He said, way before. All right, yeah. What was his song that came out? Some Type of Way. Type of Way. I said right away. Type of Way. All right, yeah. I remember him being like a breakout star before them. And then when he had, correct me if I'm wrong, he had some type of differences with Young Thug. And then he just like wasn't around anymore and shit. He wasn't around anymore. He wasn't as high profile. It was like he stepped back or something like that. And then when he didn't like return to the forefront, I thought it was odd. I'm like, damn, man, what happened to Rich Homie Quan? Like, that's something that you could say about him. What happened to Rich Homie Quan? Because again, he said Rich Game split up. All right, someone said he got locked up. He snitched on Young Thug. He got blackballed by Rich Gang. Quan left Birdman. I'm getting a whole bunch of feedback from y'all. I just know that he was the first to have like a breakout song. He had almost like a viral song and shit. And then he just was gone. Hip Hop Wired says Rich Homie Quan reportedly dead at 34. X, known as Twitter, also known as Twitter, reacts to the tragic news. Rich Homie Quan, who hit the airwaves big with his single Flex, has reportedly died according to several reports and messages from those close to him. As this is a breaking story, we will update this post repeatedly as more details emerge. Rich Homie Quan, real name DeQuantes Lamar, was born October 4th, 1989 in Atlanta, Georgia. After a stint as a college baseball player and spending 15 months behind bars, Quan began taking music seriously. Quan began taking music, excuse me, seriously around 2012 and continued to grow his artistry. In 2013, Quan scored his first hit, Type of Way, from his mixtape, Still Going In Reloaded. He followed that with another gold-selling single, Walkthrough, with Problem the following year. In 2015, the aforementioned Flex became Quan's signature song, and to date has sold over 3 million copies. He was also a member of Birdman's supergroup, Rich Gang with Young Thug. From what we're able to gather, the news was first broken by R&B singer Jaquez, who has collaborated with Rich Homie Quan and the wider Rich Gang collective on several tracks. Jaquez also shared an image of the pair referring to his fallen comrade as Legend. I just mentioned this the other day, that people gotta wait until, people have to stop waiting until someone dies to label them a legend. I was very disturbed about that from the Fat Man Scoop situation. And I seen a video by KRS-One, he was speaking about it too. People gotta stop waiting until a person can no longer hear you to give them their praise, tell them how you feel about them, that they're worthy, that they're legendary, all of that. They can't hear you. People got to stop that. I'm kind of turned off by that. This is one day when YSL Woody tried to ask Young Thug a question about Rich Homie Quan from the witness stand. Even Young Thug began to laugh about it. On X, formerly Twitter, the news of Rich Homie Quan's passing is still moving through the timeline. We captured some responses and we'll return with more details as they become available. But yeah, I'm looking at the tweet from Jaquez. Rest in peace, my brother, Rich Homie Quan. I love you for life. Rich Gang. Damn. 34 years old, man. Damn. He said, no way, Rich Homie did say word. Yeah, it's all over the internet right now, man. I'm seeing more entries start to pop up. They starting to pop up back to back. And if you on Twitter, follow me on X, Twitter, at Gully TV1. If you do any tweeting or follow X, you can see us all over the timeline. But yeah, it's out there. This is the second death that hip hop has suffered in a matter of days. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. And I'm glad that I stand here saying this to y'all with a clean body and a clean system. I gave up, I had a drug addiction. I spoke to y'all about it. It was to marijuana. That's an addiction that people try not to address, but most people is addicted to weed, whether they want to admit it or not. When you can afford to continue to feed your addiction, it might not be a big burden on you and shit. But me, I got business aspirations, and my weed habit just got out of hand. It was something that I had to confront. Not only that, I started to hear slight whispers of fentanyl associated with weed. I did I did. Dr. Wesley Muhammad said something about estrogen. I wasn't tripping off nothing turning me into a blade, but I started to hear faint whispers of fentanyl associated with the weed. And I'm saying to myself, as much as you smoke, it's a chance that you can have an encounter with this shit at some point. So I gave it up. Here at Gully TV, I preach, health is wealth. I try to drop game on y'all and information that I come across for everybody to benefit from. But if you got somebody around you that's selling fentanyl, you should tell them you need to find something else to do because you're killing a generation. You are. You're killing a generation. A lot of these people that's being killed, they're young. They're young. A lot of people ain't getting a chance to live their life or live up to their potential. You know what I'm saying? Simply because they want to get high or party and shit like that. They shouldn't be killed. They shouldn't be killed. For real. Once the government got in on the weed, it was crucial. The kids on that Galaxy gas now, yeah, I be seeing people huffing some type of gas from a tube or some old shit. I don't understand when it became so popular for people to use drugs and shit. It didn't. In New Jack City, nobody glorified Pookie's role. Nobody glorified that part of the movie. That was never cool or in vogue. I don't know what the fuck happened. He said, what about Kensington? I was gonna interview a guy recently. One of my homeboys put me on to him. One of my homeboys went to Clarion University. He probably in here. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't interview him, bro. He told me about he said he went to Clarion. He played football with a guy from Philadelphia. One of his football teammates' son ended up becoming a rapper in Philly named Skrilla. No, I didn't know nothing about him. But as my homie was telling me about him, he was like, you ain't never heard of Skrilla, Zombie Land and all this shit. So I'm saying to myself, ain't no telling what he's talking about in regards to the Zombie Land shit, right? So he gave me the information, email and phone number. I went and I took steps to pursue my interview. I spoke to this gentleman, to this young man on the phone one time, and one of these videos popped up on YouTube. And YBC Duel, when YBC Duel died a few days ago, last week, whatever, he had a video with this cat named Skrilla, so I was able to see him for myself. And when I seen it, I'm like, man, I can't interview this nigga. I'm like, bro, I can't interview this dude, man. This dude is destruction, man. He said he be off the gas heavy. Yeah, he's knee deep into the culture in Kensington and shit. I don't stand for shit like that. I don't promote that type of shit for my channel. I definitely ain't going down there to interview him. And I don't want to be alone with no motherfucking body like that. You know what I'm saying? He said he can barely talk. I don't even want to be alone with anybody like that. Nigga might flip out and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Have an episode off them goddamn drugs. I just can't do it. So, no. No. We got to try to suppress this problem. We need more people. The people that built this drug addiction hip-hop thing, Lil Wayne, Waukesha, the niggas that rap about drugs, they need to help fix this shit. They need to make public service announcements talking about getting clean and trying to reverse the damages that they did through their music. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. Like, the Chicago drill guys, they not the only ones to put death into the community or into music. Lil Wayne has something to do with it. Future has something to do with it. Percocet, Molly Percocet, all of that type of shit, all of that shit is death music. All of that shit continues to death to raise the fatalities and shit. And the people that this is happening to is they fans. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget Eminem pushing them pills first. Eminem and his influence on black people was minimal. But let's include Eminem too, because he had some motherfuckers getting high. They wasn't niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta listen to that shit to no. You got to listen to that shit to be influenced by him. Eminem has never had any influence upon amongst black people. He don't niggas don't listen to that shit. They don't. And he should be somebody that was vilified immediately. You know what I mean? It was like they chose to look the other way when he was pushing drugs upon people, mushrooms, purple pills, and all this stupid shit. He should have been vilified for that shit. But you have some people that try to say he's the greatest rapper of all time. I seen an interview the other day where D.L. Hughley was being interrogated by Vlad, and he said his questioning was Dr. Dre said that Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time. I think Dr. Dre is on drugs. You know what I'm saying? If he really believed that, I think Dr. Dre is the fuck on drugs. If you said that with a straight face and your career was built on the back of the ink pen of Ice Cube, you out of your goddamn mind. Straight like that. That's not even close. Somebody says Skrilla's music is decent though. We got a problem, Houston. More young people are dying. 34 years old. That's very, very young. Fat Man Scoop was young, 53. Rich Homie Quan was a star. He had music, hits, viral hits. He's of the internet age, the world star hip hop world. He kind of like came around as during the last days of World Star. And that song Type of Way, it was popping. It was a big song and shit. I sold that joint out of my store. I did. People was coming to get that shit. Dre got paid from Eminem. His opinion is biased. He got paid from Ice Cube as well. Good afternoon, everybody. Let me see if I can find another entry, and then I'll go to Twitter and see what people are saying. But this is just one day after Young Thug laughed off the question in the YSL. Woody rolling out. Here's another entry online. Rich Homie Quan reportedly dead at 34. Rich Homie Quan's breakout hit on the mainstream level was 2013's Type of Way. That other song that they was talking about, I wasn't hip to that song. The Atlanta rapper best known for his run of mainstream hits in the mid-2010s died on September 5th. The news of his death first circulated on social media in the early afternoon, ultimately being confirmed by multiple people close to him, including Jacquees. Rich Homie Quan's breakout hit on the mainstream level was 2013's Type of Way. His unique melodic voice and rap style was fresh and new to the industry. Quan's biggest moment came when he, Young Thug, and Birdman united to create the collective Rich Gang. The group released the extremely popular and now classic single, Lifestyle. Quan and Thug eventually separated, but once Thug was arrested and charged under the Georgia RICO Act for leading an alleged YSL gang, Quan publicly came out multiple times and supported Thug. Reports previously surfaced Quan might be a potential witness in the YSL RICO trial. Though some sources claim he overdosed, nothing has been confirmed at this time. That's what they're saying. But I did hear that he probably was going to be called to that trial. I did. R.I.P., but Lifestyle was not a classic. I wasn't even big on that type of music, but Lifestyle was the shit. That song was slapping, yo. That's a club joint. You was hearing that a lot of Miami and Vegas and shit. That was definitely a nightclub song. Yeah. Damon Harris said, Lifestyle is a classic. The fuck out of here. That song was everywhere. Big hit. I agree. The fentanyl be kicking ass, Gully. The The thing with fentanyl is that it doesn't take a lot to kill you. Just a couple of fucking particles. If it hits your bloodstream and shit, it slows your heart the fuck down until you. It makes you feel like you're going to sleep until you is sleep forever and shit. It just puts a light that it puts your biological clock out second by second until you no longer here. Do you still drink? I ain't never been a drinker. I drink juice. I know his fan wish he stuck with baseball. The song with Birdman was harder flavor. You can just touch it. Yeah, I know. When that shit first came out in my community, a little kid, a baby, fucked around and stumbled upon somebody's pack and just touched it or some shit like that. A baby, an infant, touched the pack, probably put her fingers in her mouth, dead. That was the biggest, most impactful experience that I had with fentanyl. I didn't know the baby. I knew her mother. I just was like, God damn. I was like, damn. Like, I felt really, really bad about that. For real. He said, yeah, I heard you can't even touch it. Rashad, yeah, make sure you play this back and go to my website, therealdribble.com, and get you some merchandise. Shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily, my partner platform in Atlanta. You probably gonna hear a lot from him. He one of the top content creators down there in Atlanta, and this is gonna be a very, very big thing throughout the day. I'm pretty sure Atlanta got a pretty deep underground community. It's a lot of them niggas in that area that does music. And Rich Homie Quan struck me as somebody that was probably likable. I didn't see him being associated with beef with anybody. He didn't seem like that type of dude, and he didn't present himself to be that type of dude. But it's fucked up that he's deceased, according to the news that I'm receiving. Briefly, I want to clap it up. Marlon Wayans' interview with Club Shay Shay did $1.4 million, $1.4 million views in like 23 hours. It's probably at more than that right now. I'm pretty sure it's heading to 2 million right now. And I know Vlad is sick as a motherfucker. That the numbers on this interview probably can be attributed to Vlad's arrogance, because a lot of us wasn't checking for Marlon Wayans. A lot of us wasn't checking for Marlon Wayans, but Vlad got on Twitter running his fucking mouth, being disrespectful. It kind of put him into the algorithm. And when it was announced, it came out yesterday that they had the video out. It was premiered too, so the chat was beneath it. When I looked on there, it was like 60,000 people watching the premiere. But yeah, it's heading to 2 million views. I watched portions of it. I think Vlad had a lot of fucking nerve trying to say that man wasn't a big deal. The Tupac question alone, was gonna make a good interview. Not to mention he did what's the don't drink your juice while whatever in South Central, that comedy joint. That shit was funny as hell. He was in that. You got other questions to ask him about his family, Rosie Perez, Jim Carrey, and his all of his siblings. For him to try to demoralize that man and act like he wasn't a big deal was fucking disrespectful. And he is interesting. The interview is heading towards 2 million views. Probably in 2 days, it's probably gonna be at 2 million views. So that's a million day, Vladimir. You dig? Christy, super chat that. Yeah, he spoke about Jennifer Lopez. I thought it was dope. Vlad has been bleeding real slowly When looking back, it started from losing Lord Jamar. He lost Yale, and the views are decreasing day by day. If he don't have the return guests, Lord Jamar, Boosie, Ari Spears, Tony Yayo as of late, he won't have so much content. He won't have so much content. After you've interviewed damn near everybody that's relevant, you'll reach a dry spot. It's happened to me. It's happened to me, and I've had to really dig for that first interview, like I did with Illa G. That was very, very important and shit. People be wanting some fresh content. If you look around, like somebody just said in here that Little Sean is on Mav Hoffa. Little Sean done been on everybody goddamn platform. You dig? So he's not going to say anything new that we don't know. We already can imagine what he's going to ask him about. He's going to ask him about Haitian Jack, like the last 10 motherfuckers and shit like that. Because Sean don't got much more to talk about than that. Yale threatened to leave Vlad in his face. Leave. He's having the regular guests a lot more frequently. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's very, very noticeable. Very, very noticeable. People want original content. Vlad has done something that a lot of people didn't peep. Has been like some creep sucker shit. He will bring a person on his platform to talk about someone else. The person that he can't get, he will bring niggas up there to talk about him. For instance, 50 Cent don't go on his platform. So he's going to get Tony Yayo there and try to get him to talk about 50 Cent. Same happens with people who probably stand in close proximity to Nas. Same thing with people who stand in close proximity to Hov. That's what those guys that I named, they don't get on his platform. So what he does is he'll bring somebody up there to talk about them so he could put their name in the title and the description and basically get an interview on this person without having the actual reciprocal there. Gully, you know that pic with Pac and Big, where Big got on that black leather vest with black bandana? Marlon is in the pic in the corner in the background. He was definitely on the scene at the time. He starred in Above the Rim next to Tupac. I think his name was Bugging Out. That was one of the dope parts of his interview that he did with Club Shay Shay. Everybody should kind of look at the situation with Vlad and Marlon Wayans and just go to Shay Shay. And then go to Math Hoffa. Go to Gully TV. Empower our own platforms. Box his ass out. You know what I'm saying? He keep over and over and over. He keep doing creep shit, and he feel that he can remain within this art form and shit. You know what I'm saying? Boogaloo. I called him Bugging Out. Okay. Boogaloo. Got it. He also does it hoping somebody close to the situation will reach out to him for an interview. Yeah. Vlad has not talked about any guest rappers' music in years. All he do is gossip. I said that a long time ago. And the people that go up to his platform, especially if you are an artist, you should take note of that. When I get up here, he's not going to ask me about me. He's not. He just had Mano. Who did he ask him about? Alpo, Young Berg, everybody except for Mano's business. Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying? A person probably almost feel like a prostitute when they left from up there and shit. But these is niggas who pass themselves out as alphas, gangsters, and a bunch of other shit. Hey. Dude still go on Vlad, and motherfuckers still watch Vlad. If I see a video, he has so many videos that you don't have to be subscribed to his channel for the shit to come up through your algorithm and shit. If I see something that looks interesting to me, I'll listen. But I'm not subscribed to his channel or anything like that. Mo Money was a classic. The Wayans show, the Wayans Brothers show was classic. Above the Rim, of course. Then he did White Chicks, and he did a few other movies that, you know, we probably won't be all off into. But those movies that he did very, very well at the fucking box office. So to try to imply that the man, he even compared himself to him. He said, I did an interview at the Breakfast Club and it did more views than you. You get what your hand called for. 6 Man was my joint. Marlon is one of the kids chasing Fly Guy, and I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's because his brother starred in the movie. Keenan Ivory Wayans was Jack Spade in that movie. They said scary movie too, senseless. Seems like he got pretty extensive resume in addition to a living color, of course. His whole family is legendary. I gotta agree with you. So if you haven't already, make sure you go watch that interview on Shannon Sharp's channel and shit. Shannon Sharp is killing it. He's killing it. Yeah. Marlon Wayans, if you follow him on Instagram, he posted a picture of some chess pieces and he said, checkmate. This is a gentleman's game. And we all know who he was talking to when he said checkmate. So, getting back to the Rich Homie Quan thing, right? I don't know which drug he's alleged to have expired from. That's the word I chose to use in this live stream. But it's unfortunate. I'm gonna tell you something that I hate. Yakeem Selassie Bey, I appreciate your super chat. I'm gonna tell you something that I hate. It's an industry associated with death, especially pertaining to YouTube. When somebody dies, what happens? Everybody get on their platform and shit, and before you know it, you're feeding the algorithm. I hate when that happens. I would rather that we was talking about something empowering or just something dope, not somebody checking out because of dope. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. Oh, something else that I'm starting to see a lot of on YouTube is fake stories created by artificial intelligence. Everything just becomes corrupted after a while and shit. But I'm seeing a lot of fake stories being generated by AI. Yeah. It's this one specific channel that got a bunch of stories about people being killed in adultery. Like a mother was messing with her stepson, and I know y'all see these videos and shit. Like them shits is fake. Marlon's net worth is 40 million. The Wikipedia is immediately updated. Yeah, it's AI everywhere. With that being said, you should appreciate the platforms like Gully TV, and there's others. Big City Crime TV is one of my favorite. American Confidential, members only. There's people that's still doing original content, man. Make sure you support them and watch them. Supporting somebody's channel is not giving them those fucking super chat. I mean, not super chat. Cash App. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that for y'all because it didn't start like this. Either you do this or you don't. When I see somebody got their Cash App posted in their description, I immediately think of a bum outside of a store with a fucking cup. I'm starting to be fucking annoyed, but I had to cuss a nigga out the other day. This nigga I was in jail with and juvenile with named Hassan. The other day, it's about 3 weeks ago. I cussed his ass out the other night, but 3 weeks ago, I'm coming out of a store. He didn't even recognize me at first, but I recognize him whenever I see him. He's always out fucking side of a store and shit. He one of them niggas run around with a backpack on, probably homeless. I don't know what his problem is, whatever. And he said, he asked me for $2 at first. And I said, what you say? And he said something, he mumbled something about a sandwich. I was like, oh, okay. Come on in the store and shit. I got you, fam. And as we walking, he said, yo, do you remember me? I said, yeah, man, I know who you is and shit. So bought the nigga the sandwich. Boom. Other day, two nights ago, I'm getting gas. I come out the store. Here this nigga is again. Hey, fam. I don't know if he recognized me or not. He didn't even call me by my name, and he know it. Hey, you think you could spare $2? I said, nigga, didn't I just buy you a fucking sandwich the other day? And he got this funny ass look on his face and starts stuttering, talking about I'm going through some problem, having some problem. Man, fuck your problems. The fuck your problems, nigga. You's a grown ass man. Immediately, I started to have respect for the stick up boys. You dig what I'm saying? Because at least they'll take something. At least they'll fucking take something from somebody. And I'm not co-signing or trying to encourage anybody to do. That's what I was thinking, and as I was riding, I cussed his ass the fuck out. Motherfucker just gonna keep begging and begging and trying to get in your fucking pocket till we all fucking broke. You dig? They don't even give a fuck. They don't even, these motherfuckers that they be outside them gas stations, you can't help these motherfuckers. Homeless motherfuckers, you can't help them. You can't help them, man. They be playing on our fucking empathy. People who are decent, we decent. Black people are decent. You dig what I'm saying? Because some of us come from struggle. We identify with that. And what I say to support this as is even, I noticed this. I've seen this with my own eyes. White people that be begging and shit, I've seen them. They'll let white people go by and they'll ask a black person. It's almost like they know these niggas are a little bit more friendlier. These niggas, they identify more with struggle and shit like that. You feel me? I seen it with my own eyes. I'm like, they know that they'll get something from a nigga. They know it. So at the end of the day, what they doing is they playing on our fucking intelligence and shit. If you can strategize and think on how to get a motherfucker for their goddamn money, you can go get you some fucking money. I'm saying to myself, man, I got more respect for the goddamn stick up boys and shit like that. At least they'll go, if they hungry, they'll go take something. The fuck? This grown ass, chump ass nigga keep begging me every time you fucking see me. Nigga, go rob something, dickhead. Keep fucking begging and shit, man. I ain't got nothing for you. Get the fuck out of here. That shit pissed me off. Pissed me off. Yakeem Selassie Bey, I appreciate your super chat. How do I watch part 1 of Haitian Jack Speaks part 1? You can watch it on this channel. You got to be a member of the channel. I think the memberships on this channel is only like $2.99. It's on this channel. You can watch it. Check it out. Mark Whitney, I appreciate your super chat. Paying my ties to one of the greatest content creators. That Niagara Falls video was fire. I enjoyed doing that video. Rock Boy Unity said, that's facts though. My dumb ass be helping. Yeah, I be giving them bum ass niggas money repeatedly all the time. Like I'm gonna help fix the world and shit. That's just, I'm an altruist. I have a selfless concern for others. That's a trait that's found in Libras and shit. But them niggas be trying to pop you, man. These ain't kids that's begging. You know what I'm saying? These ain't kids that's begging. These is grown ass fucking men and shit like that, man. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck, go snatch a purse, idiot. He said, especially if he ran into, yeah, did I just buy you a fucking sandwich, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you and shit? Do I look like a fucking sucker or some shit? Like, damn. No decency. He said, yeah, out here being a doorman at 7-Eleven. I told one of them niggas, man, get the fuck off the door. You don't have to open the door for me. They opening the door for you so you almost feel obligated to give them something. Man, get the fuck off the door, man. Putting your dirty ass hands on the goddamn door in front. Get the fuck on, man. It's a reflection of what's going on in society. I be watching a lot of videos and shit. The world is going bad, like in front of us and shit. Like, you see, Warren Buffett has been selling a lot of his stock, and people find that alarming. Like, something is up. This motherfucker dumping all of his stock. I know y'all seen the videos about Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is no more. There's no difference between Beverly Hills and South Central. All of the fucking stores in Beverly Hills, all them designer stores, all that shit that we used to see on TV, it ain't like that no more. Them shits is closing and shit like that. Them shits is closing. There was a time when, let's say that these designer stores, they got an injection from hip hop. They made their money, but people ain't wearing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it was like a 10-year period when everybody went designer crazy. right? After you done wore that shit and you know that it don't change your life much and shit, you stop buying a $600 t-shirt and shit like that. You find this is just stupid. You dig? And before you know it, they can't sell that shit. But the designer stores was booming for a minute. They was booming for a minute. But people back to going to Target getting a t-shirt, Walmart, you know, TJ Maxx, Ross. You can get a t-shirt from all these spots, man. You can. You don't need no fucking t-shirt with logos all over them and shit like that. Online shopping is doing damage too. You got to think about it, right? Everybody walking around with their phone in their hand all day, scrolling. The most convenient way to shop is right there in front of you. You don't got to go to the store. And not only that, you're in the store. Whenever you pick up your phone, you're in the goddamn store. So, yeah, that's an effective way to destroy retail stores digitally and shit. That's why I got 2 websites. Make sure you go to them. pa-knit.com. Oh, I had to cuss a nigga out today. A nigga. I hope you watching this shit. A nigga sent me an email to my fucking email, because you can email me at my website. A nigga sent me an email. I believe his name was Kareem. That's what really insulted me. Greeted me with peace and told me he listed 4 knits and said, yo, if I buy 4 knits, the 5th one free, right? Hell nah, bitch ass nigga. Hell nah, fuck your money, nigga. This ain't no goddamn flea market. I ain't struggling. I ain't trying to sell nothing to you. I'm not. You know why? I'm not trying to sell nothing to you? Because there's people who pursue me to buy my PA knits, and they buy them willingly. I don't have to twist their arm or no shit like that. Told this punk motherfucker, take your ass to Saks Fifth Avenue, and you get them fucking white folks that same proposal that you just tried to put down on me. You get them that same fucking proposal that you just tried to put down on me. The shit that I'm selling is exclusive and is handmade, and I got a fan base. I don't fucking need your purchase, my nigga. Either you want it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I was pissed the fuck off. You know why? Because he tried that shit because I'm black. Motherfuckers who do that shit, they don't respect black people. They don't respect black entrepreneurs. They don't. They don't. Because they don't do that shit to other people. You ain't getting shit from them Chinese niggas. You ain't getting shit from the Arabs. They not, you know not to even ask them for no shit like that. You know not to be even in their fucking face fucking playing around like that, because you know the deal. Gonna come to me with like he was giving me an ultimatum. Man, fuck your money, nigga. The fuck is wrong? This ain't no goddamn flea market. Don't you see I have a website? I'm a goddamn professional. What I'm selling is in demand. I'm on my 4th year of business with PA Knit. That means it's working. You dig what I'm saying? I don't fucking need your money. And not only that, I design my garments for ballers. Like my Dribble God basketball shorts, them pockets is specifically made to hold about 25 G's in each pocket. If you can't afford what I'm selling, if you're doing bad, I understand. I've done bad before. Get your dribble right. DoorDash is hiring. Yeah. So I hope you watching this shit, creep ass nigga. Anyway, you can barely do that with the Africans. They try that with us. They try that with us and talking about some peace. War, motherfucker. You approaching me like you the ops. Fuck you mean peace? Ain't no peace attached to this fucking inquiry that you just sent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fake support. I don't even fucking need your fucking support, jackass. Get the fuck on. Yeah. Say that at Nike, you gonna hear security. Yeah. Like I'm somewhere on the curb with a blanket on the ground selling shit, man. This ain't that. What's the name of the gear that you had on the Haitian Jack interview? That was called Benetton. I went overseas to get that. The sea moss gummies got my skin glowing as well. Trafficking Real, I appreciate you, man. Aki, with all due respect, easy is called haggling, negotiating. Never let the money go away. Suck a dick. You know why you need to suck a dick? Because you on here trying to give me, a successful businessman, advice, talking about negotiation. Get the fuck out of here. You don't come to a motherfucker's business and do no negotiation unless you want to be kicked the fuck out of the business. The fuck is you talking about? Don't you know that's not even a part of some people's reality? Don't let the money go. What the fuck is you talking about? My fucking product, get, you see this? This is a business. You see what that say? That says distribution. That means I'm serving wholesale. You see that fucking QR code? This is a business. This shit is booming. This shit is booming. You giving out bad advice. Park it, buddy. He said, unless you spend a large sum. Man, you ain't getting nothing from me for free. I'm in business. I'm in business. I'm not a fucking social worker. That's not what I do. You dig what I'm saying? And not only that, I don't even approach motherfuckers like that. If you got something that I like, I'm gonna cop. Straight up. Probably gonna buy two. Because I'm a sybarite, a lover of luxuries. I'm gonna pop. That's bum shit. That's bum shit. That's bum nigga shit. Bum niggas support that type of theory. This ain't that. I ain't never been on this goddamn channel with my Cash App posted. I'm a hustler. I get it from the muscle and shit. And I'm perfectly comfortable getting it from the muscle. All these goddamn people in the world with debit cards and shit. You think I'm gonna get hung up on a motherfucker begging? Fuck your faux knit purchase, nigga. The fuck out of here. Mr. Scatter said, it's in our humanistic nature to help. I'll be like, fuck that, I got kids. How you gonna help a motherfucker? How you gonna help a motherfucker that's begging and then you go in business and a motherfucker still asking for something for free? Motherfuckers need to move around with that dumb shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Colorado versus Nebraska, primetime game night, must-see TV. I'm going with Colorado. You already know. I hope they pull it out. We need a name brand. We need to beat a football institution. We need to beat one of these teams with a big name. And Green Bay, that's my squad, play Philly, I believe, Friday and shit. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. The recap is this. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Rich Homie Quan, according to reports this online, he passed away to a drug overdose. This is what they saying. It hasn't been confirmed. It could have been something else, but it's my understanding, based on what I'm seeing online and on Twitter, that he's not here. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at @IamGullyTV_. He said, calm down. I ain't calming down. You tell that shit to niggas that's doing bad. Let me tell you something. Making money legal make you feel like fucking Superman. Especially when you got it off the ground from scratch. You be feeling like fucking Superman. So you can't relate to what the fuck I'm saying and shit. Like, if you come here and you just visit my platform. I talk a lot of shit. That come from winning. You dig what I'm saying? Didn't you see Dame? I posted the video. Didn't you see Dame doing? Them niggas are selling all them goddamn records and shit. Didn't you see that shit? That's what it turned into. And it might sound like boasting to a motherfucker that's losing, but it's not. You dig what I'm saying? Motherfucker Diddy Bop a little bit different when you creating revenue legally from the ground up. So I don't expect you to understand what the fuck that I'm saying out of my mouth, because you don't wear these shoes, pimp. Anyway, that's my time. Subscribe. He said Dame was killing that shit. Make sure y'all go check that video out. I posted it on my Instagram. That was Dame Dash's prime and shit. Subscribe to my Instagram account at @IamGullyTV_. My man said niggas hate winners. Yeah, niggas hate winners. They do. This is very well known. They will kill you for winning. You know what I'm saying? I got a cliche that I say to myself often. If you got the nerve to be somebody in front of niggas, your life could be on the line. It's almost like niggas be like, the nerve of this nigga. The nerve of you trying to be somebody in life. You think what I'm saying? You got people that's openly being a bunch of other shit, degenerative shit. You know what I'm saying? The nerve of you wanting to be somebody in life in front of niggas and shit, that's almost dangerous. Or something that people reject. Like, it's almost like you can hear the nerve of you trying to be somebody in front of the rest of us. I can't help it. Like, what the fuck? But that's my time. I have to go. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. And Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Go to my website, therealdribble.com, or you can go to my other website, pa-knit.com. Therealdribble.com, that's my personal haberdashery. You'll find a CMOS over there, my autographed copies of my book. You know what I'm saying? Black enterprise at its finest. Or you can go to pa-knit.com and get your dribble right. All right? Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop, and rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. Until then, peace.